Hey, if you're having problems losing weight, having problems with your sexual health, or just not feeling good, then hey, today what I'm going to talk about are some of the things that you can change and some understandings you need in terms of your gut biome, your gut microbiome. And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 20 years I've been a sexual performance coach with African Fly. And of course, as a coach, we're always having to do more research in the gut microbiome. This is something new, something huge, and you need to know it. Science has changed. We got to change with the times. And so today, specifically, what I'm going to be talking about is your gut microbiome, what it is, and how to feed it. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you a coaching tip on what you should do and how you should use this information. And as always, if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and what I'm going to do is break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. All right, so let's talk about your gut microbiome. What is it? Well, basically, it's everything from the rooty to the tootie. We're talking about from your mouth to the anus and everything in between, your stomach, your large intestines, small intestines, and also the things that's new, the things that we weren't paying attention to before in terms of the gut microbiome. We're talking about the fungus, bacteria, all the different things that are inside of your stomach and why that is so important. And when it comes to the bacteria, we're talking about trillions of bacteria. We literally mean, on average, 38 trillion bacteria on, in, and around your body. And when we talk about the gut, all diseases start in the gut. You know, we're talking about the immune system, 70% of your immune system is in your stomach. But when it comes to your gut and how it breaks it down, we're going to look at it slightly differently because it does affect you in terms of autoimmune diseases, diabetes, anxiety, and even depression. Because a healthy gut, on the other side of it, well, you have mental clarity, things are working well, you have increased performance, decreased risk of sickness, improved recovery time, and for what we talk about all the time in terms of testosterone, it helps with your testosterone levels and your overall hormones just being balanced correctly. And just so you know, your microbiome, you're special. It's different from everybody else. It literally starts in the womb. We're not in the womb. Your womb, the uterus is actually sterile. When you were born, if you came out through the vaginal canal, if it came out through the birth canal, then you got covered from being sterile to all these different microbes and everything like that through the birth canal. To show you how powerful this is, if you came out through a C-section, you're more than likely collecting the bacteria from everywhere else in the room. The first 6 months of your life, all you did was just collect bacteria. You went from sterile and now you have to deal with the world, so you get the bacteria to go with it. Welcome. And as you grow up, you pick up more and more bacteria. This function is actually the way that humans survive, the way that we can live all over the entire planet, because we're able to work with our bacteria inside of our cells and we collect it from everything else. You actually get 80 million bacteria just doing a French kiss. You get bacteria just being in a room, around places. When you're born, the bacteria depends on where you are. You can actually collect the bacteria from the doctor's office or collect it from home. That's how powerful, how much bacteria relates to our lives. And so as far as the gut is concerned, the microbiome is what is used to break down the food. So you're feeding, when you think you're feeding yourself, you're literally feeding your bacteria that's inside of your body. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is actually the second time I've brought this up. We talked about it before in terms of your testosterone, but this is new science. This is something that before the early 2000s, we didn't have the information on it because basically we just didn't have the capacity to measure it. So before the early 2000s, we only knew about 20% of the gut bacteria. Now, because of DNA sequencing, we have more information for the entirety of it, and we're still doing more research because it's 28 trillion pieces of bacteria all over. So yeah, there's a lot more research to go. And just for a quick reminder, it takes about 15 years for new science to show up in our health. So we're about on schedule for this piece of information. So let me give you an idea of how to break this down. This is my own thought process, my own words, because as a coach, my job is to take information and to make it simple so you can actually put it into action. So the trillions of bacteria in your gut can be broken down into 3 different segments. Once again, these are my words. I call them enerlites, morticles, and say what? Yeah. So the way this works are the enerlites. Those are the good bacteria. They are the ones that break down the food and help you in terms of weight loss, in terms of depression, all the different issues. When you're eating this, when you're eating the raw plant fiber and it gets into your system, these are the bacteria that grows. You want bacteria that grows that is healthy for you. The morticles, on the other end, they're the bad bacteria. And I shouldn't say bad bacteria, they're just bacteria that function off of what you do. So you're sitting there eating bad food, and so of course this is going to grow. And so if you have the good bacteria growing, then wonderful things are going to happen. If you have the bad bacteria growing, then bad things are going to happen. That's simple. To say what? Or literally, that's what they do. They just say, what? Who's winning? They don't care. They're the bacteria that's like, oh, we're healthy now? Okay, great. Or we're bad now? Let's go for it. This is really important for me because, hey, as you can see, I'm a big dude. I've always been a big dude. Gaining weight has never been a problem at all. Ever. But losing weight has always been a problem. Now, I love eating salads. I love working out. I do the intermittent fasting. I've been cutting back on meat, and it was like, what? None of these things seem to be working. For other people, it was. For me, it wasn't. Why is that? Well, it's because of my gut bacteria. I have to change it. After years of eating the wrong things, that bad gut bacteria has been sitting in my stomach for years, and I have to move that change. I have to change it. I have to start eating more of the raw fruits and vegetables so I can get that in there. And for people who are saying, well, yeah, are you sure this is it? Well, let's think about it. Are all the other things that we're doing working? Counting calories, those protein shakes, going to the gym every other day. Is it working? No. Maybe this is an answer. And for me personally, since I've learned this information, I've started adding more raw plant fiber into my diet. And it's like, well, yeah, I'm losing weight. So I want to give this information to you so you can, hey, use it, do your own research, but it's working. Something is working well for me. Maybe it'll work for you. And this is the one thing that took it over the edge for me in terms of information. When it comes down to it, you take twins. And you take twins, one is obese, the other one is slim. You take the gut microbiome from each one of them and insert them into lab rats. What'll happen? Lab rats doing the same thing, eating the same thing. The one that got the obese gut biome inside of them will gain weight. Yeah. So technically, what the concept could be is like, oh yeah, you could take the gut biome from an obese person and put it into a slim person, and reverse it, and oh yeah, that'll work out. That's a lot harder to do than just grabbing a piece of fruit and eating it. So I would highly suggest just doing that. So this actually becomes an easier process to understand for guys who are trying to lose weight. You know, if you just understand, all you need to do is just feed the winning side. You need to feed the winning side. If you're feeding the side that's bad for you, then you're going to get those results. So it's a war. And just go ahead and eat and stockpile. Just stockpile as much raw fruit and vegetables into your body as possible. It's going to make a huge difference. And for guys who are just starting out, here's a couple of tips. You can go ahead and start by eating raw fruits and vegetables just before every meal. You know, that'll just help that process get started. And here's where the difference, the change comes in. The more that you're eating of the good food, it'll actually start reprogramming you. The more gut bacteria that's on the good side will actually send signals to your brain to go get the same food. The opposite is true too. If you go, it's like, oh, I got the pizza, I got the burgers, the fries and everything like that. You feeding that to your gut, that side, the morticles, they'll show up and like, oh, okay, well, let's grow. Let's get more. We got more. We got more. And it'll send signals to your brain to get more of the bad stuff. So if you're having a problem eating bad stuff, you think, oh, I just got to eat it. Well, it's partially because of your gut. You have to train your gut with better food so that it becomes easier to not think of eating bad food. Also, you can eat fermented vegetables. That helps out a lot. The fermentation helps with a lot of the probiotics that are needed for your stomach. And also, you can drink unsweetened coconut water-based probiotics. They are not sponsoring this. I'm just holding it up because I like this particular one, but I like it because it is unsweetened and also because it just works. It also has 100 billion different probiotics in it. So in conclusion, when it comes to your gut biome and we're talking about everything from the rooty to the tooty and all the things in between. Your microbiome does not stop changing throughout your entire life, except as you get older. The trillions of bacteria can be broken down into what I call the enerlites, morticles, and the say what? And the way to great health is just to stick to the raw fruits and vegetables so you can get your enerlites growing inside your system and things will work out well for you. And just remember, what you constantly eat powers the signals that go into your brain. So if you're tired of eating crap, just eat more fruits and vegetables and reprogram your gut, which will also reprogram your brain. Much happier life. So the question of the day is, did you know about the microbiome and your gut? Please leave comments below. And as always, if you like what you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. And this has been Uncle B saying, get your game up. Peace out.